This is going to be reading for Cancer for June 2025. What do we have for my Cancerian? I think I'm going to listen to somebody told me I should do. I'm gonna do this. Because I use like 4 different decks and people want to see the same deck for the same readings, and I need to change them up at least a little, so I'm only going to use 2. I have 3 out here just in case I just really feel drawn to this other decks, but I'm going to try to just use 2 different sets for all 12 and the elements and the mutable carnal fixed house. That's you, Cancer. You rule the home. This could be about a home. This could be about somebody that you live with. This could be a home that you want. You could be getting a home. This could be somebody you used to live with. Could be family, could be your body. Home again, and thoughts. Wow. Twice. You got home twice. And thoughts. I feel like somebody might be homesick. I mean, real bad too. Or maybe you miss somebody a lot. In this card, he's thinking of someone. Someone maybe back from a place where you felt like home, or maybe you feel like home to someone and they can't stop thinking about you. Jupiter is about to come into Cancer, so this is going to be very good for you, Cancer. Jupiter loves you. You're its favorite besides Saggy. You are its baby, okay? It really, really loves you. And it's a time of expansion, and maybe, look, I mean, maybe you're going to get a bigger house. Maybe you're going to get 2 houses. I don't know, shit. Maybe you're going to get a house and get with somebody that can't stop thinking about you and put your houses together. Why am I... Okay, you got thief, imprisonment, and message of concern. I don't know why I kept pulling, and I usually don't, so I'm just gonna... You got caution at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what to do because I did keep pulling. I'm going to pull out coffin. Maybe someone's going to die or something and you're going to get some kind of another home or inheritance or something. I'm not wishing that on anyone. There's a message of concern and imprisonment. Imprisonment to me could be spiritual imprisonment. That could be bad health. You know, somebody's concerned. This came out in the collective read. Something is over though. Somebody might be going into spiritual jail. Somebody that stole something. Some kind of thief. Maybe a thief stole a house from you. Something is happening in the distant horizons with this thief and this coffin here. My dear Cancerian. about home. Could be the mother, father, root chakra, root sacral chakra, very big right now. I keep saying it's just such a prime time to work on those. Even with Jupiter going into Cancer, you know, Cancer's a water sign. The sacral is water. It's just like those two right there. I got my citrine. That's my citrine. I got the other top. I have two of those. They're twins, and I got the other one in the front. But I love, this is my favorite, because you don't gotta clean it. Lazy ass heifer. I do dust them, but citrine keeps everything clean, kind of like selenite, and you never have to clean it. So this house has to do with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So it's some kind of truth that wasn't able to get to somebody. Maybe you don't even know about this house. I feel like somebody left you something, maybe. This coffin, something you didn't know about. It had to be that they left it to somebody. It might be somebody staying in a house that somebody left you. They just didn't tell you. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe somebody is thinking about this. They know that this is about to come out. But yeah, look, distant horizons and the thief. A message of concern. Somebody's going to jail because they're going to have to get the fuck out your house. Cancer, look, don't get me started. Do not Cancer. Jupiter is not playing about you though. Jupiter, This could be a lover. Okay, this could be somebody that you used to live with, that you were with, that you lived with or got a home with, or, you know, it's you having, somebody can't defend themselves. Maybe you getting some proof about, I feel like you are. Come on, Cancer. You know how protective you are, especially about your things, your home, your place of being comfortable, your sacred space. This is, I don't like this. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Maybe you've been sad. Maybe you're so intuitive, you know something's not right. Or maybe you just walked away from a home because this asshole is an asshole. Because you don't want to have to fight and defend yourself with a 9 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody might have been beating on you or something. I'm sorry. Trigger. Somebody might have been attacking you physically. You could have been in a very abusive, physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally. I don't like it. Maybe the only thing that was good was the money. Maybe that's why you guys were able to accumulate things. But it's like somebody is trying to steal something from you. They're going to die. Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter. I'm telling you. Because they don't play about you. At all, I told you, you're his favorite. The moon is exalted in Jupiter. And I do like, as a Sagittarius, I do really, really enjoy Cancerian energy. And surprisingly, I get along with it very well. You know, you wouldn't think that, but I mean, it can be a very beautiful union. It could be. Very cuddly. Very cuddly union. You guys will cuddle the shit out of each other. And then your polar opposite is in Aries right now. I think Jupiter really likes Aries too. I just would think Aries, Cancer, and Sagittarius would be Jupiter's top three, like probably Pisces, because it's cold. I can see that. Absolutely. Pisces, Cancer, and Aries. Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody made a wrong judgment to keep something from you. And it's kept you in it's had your head all tied up because you know something. Or maybe you knew this and somebody was just strong-arming you. You know, just, you're going to be treated unfair and take it is what you're going to do in a free country. I mean, if you're in America. Or if your country is free, I don't know. I don't think America is the only place. 10 of Swords. This is a betrayal. And it can't get any worse, Cancer. Somebody's going to have to give you an equal give and take, though. Somebody's going to have to come. Or maybe somebody... No, I think somebody's going to have to give you an equal give and take because this was the wrong choice. They made a bad judgment and they're being judged for it. This could also be secretly all this stuff happening. You know, you're the moon. But Jupiter is about to expand some shit, so it might have happened secretly, but it's about to come out. You're about to get some kind of tangible something from this with the Ace of Pentacles here. All the lies or whatever. It's done. And Jupiter is an investigator too. They are thorough about finding out what's going on. I feel like you've been seriously tormented about this. You might have even had to get on something just to keep your head, you know. Oh, and that's a bitch. Gonna have to try to balance that out. I don't know what's worse though. I didn't take nothing. I smoked some weed when I was going through it, but that's it. And I don't know what is worse, like trying to balance yourself out while you have help, because at least you can still function, or trying to balance yourself out without help. So we have the Four of Wands here. This is also the home. This is you being able to celebrate about a home. Something about this home and celebrating something. You're going to be able to do it. I don't like this. I got an attitude. And I feel like I want to kick somebody's ass. Cancer. So, and I'm a Sag, Jupiter, so you already know what's coming. You have Sagittarius, Temperance. The Temperance angel is coming to bring in justice. And that's what they do. They balance things out. And I feel like the balance of something is going to bring you a home. Maybe this person is going to have to sell this big home and both of you guys will still be able to have a home, but it won't be this big thing right here. But it'll be nice. Whatever you get for yourself and put together for yourself, Cancer, is going to be nice. You're just that way. You and Sag. I've never been to a Sag's house that was like not together, like really, really nice. Libra too. Actually, I do know a Libra who's not really into their surroundings. It's for their house. They have a nice house, but when you go inside, it's like, you sure you a Libra? It's not beautiful at all. Like, it's very plain. Huh. I'm trying to think. Scorpio always has really beautiful home. Who else? Aries. Aries like to decorate and stuff. I said Libra. Yeah, everybody else, maybe Pisces. Maybe Pisces. I've never been to a Piscean's house. Actually, I do know a Pisces that was all about their home. And they did a lot of work on their home, and it was nice. It was very nice. But I feel like Pisces is more... I know a lot of Piscean hoarders, though. Every Pisces I know is kind of a hoarder. They have a lot of nice things. Like, they don't like to... very much like Aquarius. You don't like to get rid of things. Pisces will have a very discreet house, though, but a bunch of shit in the garage. Like, you could go shopping. Like their own freaking antique store or some shit. Yeah, somebody is a Queen of Wands here. Somebody is sexy, and I always say Cancer. Cancer is a very sensual, flowing into their sensuality too. Not thirsty, but very flowing. They know how to flow the water into their sexuality in a very charming and very cohesive way, that when it comes across, it's extremely seductive, Cancer. I don't know if you mean to do that either. I think it's just how you are. The mother, she's, getting her freak on, having the kids and shit. So the mother gets her freak on. I always say that. And nobody ever wants to be the mother energy. And I think that that is the most sexy energy that is out of all of them. Yeah, you have the maiden, and she's hot and young and trotting, but she's not even comfortable with herself yet. You know what I'm saying? The mother energy doesn't necessarily mean you're a mother yet. It just means you're in that energy, you're confident in your skin. This is the most seductive energy to me. Because it's a little seasoned. It's not so aggressive. And again, like I said, it just flows. Even though I've been around a lot of, well, not a lot, but certain Cancerian dancers that I've worked with are the ones that get you like, oh, get you kind of in a trance. Because being in a trance is about the flow. If something's all choppy, you're not going to, excuse me, it was gum. You're not going to be able to zone out into it. The choppiness will snap you out of it. Cancers can be very hypnotic dancers and movers, period, very graceful. Okay, that's enough. And I feel like somebody, and then they'll look with the Lovers. Oh, I feel like somebody gonna come in like, look, I can't do this no more. I got to have you. I don't know how you're gonna feel about that here with the Queen of Wands, Cancer. You might say, look, you got the Hierophant and the reverse. This keeps coming out into all the readings, and the Nine of Pentacles. You're gonna be single. There's a whole group or a family or something that came up against you, and you're gonna decide to not be a family. Maybe you are getting a divorce, but you're going to be alone. And I feel like this Lover's card is you coming back into yourself, your masculine, your feminine energy, being balanced. After all of this mental and emotional game playing, this person was really fucking with you. And it's because they know you care, which is fucked up. You mess with somebody's mind and heart and money and truth, maybe even lied on your reputation because you know they care. This is a burden. And with the Five of Cups, this is clarifying the Five of Cups in the reverse. This puts you in a very, this is coming back. Or maybe this depression might be trying to come back, come in slow. I don't think so. I think that you're getting over this. Give me another one on the Five of Cups. Two of Wands. You're going to have to plan. I was just saying about the having to get yourself off meds and shit like that and rebalance yourself after you've been on certain things. I don't know what's worse, having to deal with it right on, not taking meds, because I don't like it, man. I don't like the meds. I didn't like it for me. It was too much happening that I needed to be sober. I need whatever I took, it needed to be something that it's not like I couldn't drink too much. Wine, maybe. Because I've never been a big, heavy drinker, though. Because alcohol is not something you could just snap out of. I mean, if you've had too many. Weed is always like, if something happens, you snap out of it. Wine is that way to me, but you still feel it a little bit with the wine too. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This thief, somebody really tried to, this is giving me the collective reading, somebody tried to steal your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune here. With the Ace of Pentacles, your home. And you rule the home, so you not being stable. See, this is about stability that you're getting. And you're going to be a Queen of Wands and maybe even a Temperance Angel. Maybe you are a Temperance Angel. With this Lovers here, a lot of times that's what happens. Your partner is the one that always chooses to be the vampire, and the thief is part of that, and the destiny and all that. This is somebody that knows they're connected to you and wants everything that you guys are supposed to get together. They want it for themselves and their little raggedy ass friends. And they want to leave you totally out of it with your face in the mud. And Jupiter's not going to let that happen. It's the greatest benefit and you're their favorite. So I think get ready. I think that it's something about a home, Cancer. If you want a home or you've been having problems with a home, this is going to be rectified. In the distant horizons, Jupiter will be in Cancer, I think, for a year. Or at least the effects of it will be like a year long. So something about this year, this is a very karmic year. Something about a home. You're going to get your home back. This could be your body again. This could be a home that you didn't even know you had. There's something, though, that you've been very upset. You've been upset about it. Oh, I just hope that I hope that when this happens for you, this home, this stability that you're going to acquire, that you give yourself time to balance yourself out. Get off of the meds, get off of whatever, and make sure you balance yourself out. It's a good time for that because, look, again, I've been talking about the root chakra and the sacral. That's your stability. That's your creativity. You want to be clear. Let all that go. I think that once you're sitting in your home, or once you have that home situation, family, friends, whatever it is, handled and it's out of here, it's gone, you're going to really be able to focus on your creative endeavors and the things that you want to bring into this world. And I think that you have something to offer the world. This softness, this protective motherly energy that has been exploited and made to look like a cheap whore. And they really manipulated these mothers into really turning their kids in the wrong way, and it's not going to be good. So I think that the mother energy, the karma, all that stuff is going to be huge within the next year, but Saturn's going to be in Aries for 3 years. So it's going to be all of that, and that is about the body and stuff like that. So take care of yourself, Cancer. Get your body moving. What else? Home, hidden things, the emotions, the psyche. That's what I'm getting with you, and I want you to balance that out. Things are going to be taken care of for you. So try not to worry, and start trying to balance out those meds and things that I'm pretty sure you had to get on because you were really feeling, you can't live like that unless you can, Some people have the freedom to be able to try to figure it out, but some people got to get up and show up for their kids, the world, whatever, every day. And who has time to sit up and try to figure out some hidden shit from some sneaky motherfuckers that are supposed to be valuing you and loving you, and they weren't. They were selfish. So I love you, Cancer, and I hope that this helped, and I hope that you start standing in your power. And because you're a strong sign, you're not weak. People think you're weak, but you're not. Stand in your power. Stand up for yourself. You don't have to say anything to stand up for yourself. All you have to do is be about it, and don't deal with certain things that aren't in alignment with what you want for yourself. You gotta put yourself first and balance yourself out with that Lover's card that came out. I'm telling you, it's about the masculine and that feminine. A lot of estrogen has been pumped into us too. And we need to start trying to balance out our masculine and feminine energies. I was telling everybody, I've been telling everybody about the witchcraft and the black bile. It attacks the masculine energy in all of us, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It attacks it. And when the boys start coming out looking crazy, that's how you know it's hitting the physical. And they've been coming out crazy for a minute. So when the girls start coming out crazy, that's how you know it's bad, because the feminine energy has a cycle, and they can cycle out of things. The feminine energy is the healer, and we can cycle out of things, and we're able to clean things, and our body cleans every month. But when a feminine energy is, born with a detriment, it's a lot more serious than a man. Because again, this is about spiritual and the dark magic, the black waters and stuff like that we've been cultivating in our culture. And it just is what it is. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that you're gonna have to be able to intuit. It's something that can be said, but if you're not trying to intuit it, then you're not going to understand the depth of it. So, anyways, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I love you, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.